Anytime you partner with ESPN, the brand awareness that ESPN has generates people's interest.
I know that it's going to be important, and I'm glad that we're, kind of in the forefront of that.
Athletics is in part about engaging constituencies of the university and involving them in the life of the university. And we have more than 70,000 living alums, and we've got lots of friends of the university that are interested in following what's going on here. And ESPN3 offered a high-quality vehicle for helping keep all these folks engaged.
Go ahead and do that now and then power both of them back up and let's go ahead and test.
I came here looking for a challenge myself. I came from another university that started the ESPN program. They were one of the first schools to be part of the initiative, and being able to actually go from the ground level again was something that intrigued me to do it.
Now, football-wise, the program accelerated a lot faster than a lot of people expected, with huge success last season in their first year.
We're going to come back to you to kind of wrap up the general storyline. To be the first and part of the first production of a school-produced football event is something that no one's ever done before, and to be a part of history and being on the ground level of building that and in territories no one's ever explored, that's really exciting to me.
It's crazy to think that Mercer University will be the first school in history to produce through the university their own football game on ESPN. It's incredible for me to be able to help run that show, whatever position I am during the day, but it's incredible to know that I'm making history and that the Southern Conference is making history and Mercer University is making history.
I mean, I love the fact that Mercer is the first one to produce a football game exclusively for ESPN3, the first school to do that. It's a great feather in our cap at the Southern Conference, and it's a real achievement for Mercer to be proud of.
Ready to roll blue? Go ahead and track. We'll go ahead and we'll do our replays with audio. Ready to roll red with audio? Roll red with audio.
Do you have enough slack where you can go wherever you need to go?
All right, Mike, go back to 2, filter 2, and iris up for me.
Definitely those first challenges were the unknown of it. What all we had to do, what all it takes of just researching. We watched probably 200 ESPN3 broadcasts and just saw what the ins and outs of it. Commercial breaks, when do you take them, the camera angles, all the different details that goes into a broadcast.
How much is it going to cost? What's the payoff going to be for the investment? And when I looked at the numbers, it made a lot of sense. It's not nearly as expensive as a lot of people might think it is.
We didn't want to go off and say, hey, let's go do this. Athletics runs with the ball. We got everybody in the room. We got the blessing of the president. And he's always very supportive, but he requires a few things. You have to show him the vision. You have to show him how you're going to get it done, and you have to show him how you're going to capitalize it. That means fund it. So when we showed him all that, he knew it was a no-brainer.
It's crazy to see how we've gone from a nothing to ending up having a central control room and being able to start streaming our football games on ESPN.
I really enjoy building, and not just coming in and doing something, but really seeing it through and what is the whole process. So that was a major factor into my decision making of coming here to Mercer to help launch football on ESPN3.
It was a challenge for us that first year because me being a marketing guy and Andy Stabell, the Director of Sports Information, that wasn't really our background. So we just dove in there and tried to get as much work as we could done out of it. And since then, been able to hire some full-time staff members that really understand this and who's worked on it before has really helped us.
And they come highly recommended. ESPN was excited that we were able to bring those two on board. So when ESPN has confidence in them, that makes things go a lot smoother.
TV is not magic. You can't just put together equipment and just let it run and expect it to work. There's a lot of hard work that goes into television production.
There's a thrill to live production that you can't match anywhere else. The closest thing that has ever come to it is being an athlete, and that experience and that camaraderie at the end of that first game is something that it's indescribable.
When you count down from 3, 2, 1 and you're alive, there's no going back, and there's an adrenaline that is so heart racing that it actually is just, It's something that I can't even describe, just because you have to be in it. You have to do it.
Well, I think in the area of football, we're already at the forefront. And I think that's a great opportunity for us to really show people that it can be done, and it can be done well, and model this for other folks. But I'd like to stay at the cutting edge.
So we can be in a position to constantly move and adapt as the marketplace changes.
I think they're providing a roadmap for the other schools as to how they go about getting ESPN3 production capable, which ultimately is where we want to be as a conference.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll red.